Hi guys, this is Dean. Welcome to the bonus episodes that we'll be releasing in between the seasons. Specifically, these ones will be in between Season 1 and Season 2. We recorded these bonus episodes before we even recorded Episode 1 of Season 1, like months before. We were still trying to figure out how to record, what mics to use. I was figuring out how to edit. So this audio is pretty messy, pretty low quality. I did my best to try and touch it up, make it sound better, but there's a lot of muffled noises and sentences that got cut off. Sorry about that. Hopefully, as we go through these bonus episodes, the quality will increase as I was learning how to edit and as we moved from place to place trying to figure out where we're going to record. Hopefully, it's better. Sorry, it's not quite up to the quality that I try and get it to normally. But we all really enjoyed playing them. It gives a lot of information that feeds into what happened in Season 1, and that will prepare you for future seasons. Enjoy!
Hello, welcome to Channel Divinity, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. I'm Trent, the DM of this homebrew campaign. This is going to be a short series of episodes that happens in the past of the current podcast. Let's give a little exposition on where this is going to be. Our group lives in the second age of Dalgar, known as the God War. Each of the 7 gods control their respective islands and their creations that reside there. After millennia of peace, for some unknown reason, the gods all began to fight and use the inhabitants of their isles as their soldiers. We find our party on the Isle of Acheta, the only isle that does not actively participate in the war, only supplying goods to any force that won't attack them. Our heroes are a special unit of the Acheta Defense Corps and have been called back to the city of Elephant Run for a special assignment. In this unit, we have, starting from my left,
my name is Finmore, Sevius Slosh, and I'm a fighter champion. And that's it.
What do you look like?
I'm 6'2", blonde hair, slicked back, covered in light leather armor, and I have a hilt of a greatsword.
Also, what's your name?
My name is Finmore.
Yep.
Oh, my actual name,
Yeah.
Gordon.
Nice, Gordon. All right, my name is David, and my character is Cernunos, but you can call me Cern. I am a Leonin, so I'm very tall. I am 8 feet tall, actually, with black fur with long gold strands going through the mane coming off my head. I wear full plate mail with a heavy greatsword on my back. I'm a fighter.
He's a lion man.
I'm a lion man.
Wow, boy.
All right, this is Dean. I am a deep gnome named Gus. Has a lot of pocket. That's great. Yeah. I am a wizard from the Illusion School. Yeah.
What do you look like?
So I've got the gray skin of deep gnomes. I got like jet black hair. I wear a kind of like a black trench coat, like a cloak kinda, and then like a V-neck. And then like if you look at my V-neck, there's no like chest hair or anything, but I got like a silver necklace there of like some raven feathers. And then just like, yeah, combat boot. Yeah.
Cool.
Edgy.
Oh yeah. Got that
Super
trench coat
edgy.
going on. All right. So we find our party moving across the land of Acheta. They had currently been stationed somewhat in the north because of the continual attacks from the Isle of Hildalga, who hates Acheta. Sibling rivalry there. But, as said previously, they are on their way back to Elephant Run. As the party approaches Elephant Run, they see tall stone walls that stand intimidating, bleak against the blue sky. As they enter the city through the big wood gate, the soldiers they see standing on either side salute them, seeing their uniform and recognizing them as the special unit that they are. As they walk through the city of Elephant Run, you see all kinds of races, but one thing is similar in all of the people in this city. They are all wearing some kind of armor. This city is a community of warriors and is the central hub for the defense force. The smell of sweat and leather wafts through the air as the many different fighters speak with each other, some arguing, some speaking calmly. As you slowly approach the home base of the defense force, you walk past the training pit. As you look down into the training pit, you see two new trainees who are currently in a fight with a wood elf standing off to the side that seems to be giving the two trainees some coaching experience. You hear shouts from the audience on the sides of the training pit as well, cheering on their friends as they battle. As you look down into the training pit, the wood elf looks up and waves to you.
I salute him.
Her. It's a woman.
Oh, rookie mistake. Well, wait, so we know this person?
You know this person. This person is named Holly. She has been in charge of training the recruits for Elephant Run for a long time. In fact, she helped train the three of you when you first joined the combat group. Every person that joins is automatically put through some basic training. And so you would know her as a very strict trainer, but when she's not training people, she's kind of like the big sister of, like the whole defense corps. Everyone knows her. Everyone loves her. And she's looking up at you, smiling and waving.
Would we call her Holly or like Captain Holly?
You'd call her Holly.
Holly?
Or Trainer Holly. That's her official title, technically.
Okay. Gus has a lot of pockets, which, by the way, just goes by pockets normally. So that's what you guys would call him. He climbs up on like the fence or whatever on the edge or whatever, and then he's going to yell, "Hey, Holly, how's it going?"
Holly, her smile grows even bigger, and she shouts back, "Hey, Pockets, it's going good." And then as she calls back to you, she is not paying attention to the trainees, and the woman trainee ends up hitting the guy trainee really, really hard with her wooden greatsword and knocks him to the ground. And Holly quickly turns back and goes, Hey, wait. Go back. Redo. I wasn't paying attention. I got to correct your form. She looks back at me and she goes, "Hey, we'll catch up later. Go, I don't know what you're here for, but we'll catch up later."
Yeah, see ya.
Bye. And she goes back to instructing the two students. Okay. You continue to walk down the cobblestone path, and you enter into the big stone fortress. You are quickly shuttled up into one of the offices where you see the captain of, I guess, general? The captain. We'll call her the captain. The captain of the defense corps.
When we see her and we get within, like, reasonable range, Cern clips his heels together and salutes sternly to her.
She looks up from her desk and salutes back. And to do a quick description, you know this person as Captain Una Big Unit. She is a gnome that is big. She is the largest gnome you've ever seen. She honestly looks closer to being a dwarf than a gnome, but she is indeed a gnome.
Her name's Una?
Una.
Yeah.
You normally call her Captain Big Unit or just Big Unit. Doesn't really go by her first name. So she salutes back at you, Cern. Cern, correct?
Cern, yeah.
She salutes back at you, Cern, and then she says, "Welcome. Thank you all for coming in to meet with me. I have a special assignment for you. Intern, close the door and please leave." And the dude, there's like a dude sitting off to the side. He stands up and...
Can I fist bump him?
Yeah, he fist bumps you as you walk. You know this guy. His name's Tom. He's
We love Tom.
Everyone loves Tom. He's just a super chill dude, but he's just like the intern dude that sits in and takes notes for the captain.
Nice.
So Tom leaves the room and closes the door. And Una, or Captain Big Unit, gestures to the seats in front of her desk and she says, sit down.
Kind of sit down, walk over to the seats and just plop in. Pretty relaxed.
What do you have for us today, Captain?
Well, we have grave news. We believe there is a traitor among our group.
That's terrible news.
Is very bad news. Luckily, we believe we've narrowed down who the traitor could be. There was a meeting a couple months ago where several of our missions were briefed and talked about, and only the people in that meeting could possibly be the traitor. I've called you in to do a brief investigation to find out who the traitor is and quickly eliminate them before they can leak more information to Hildalga and potentially make Hildalga take over the land of Acheta. It seems they have something big in the works, and so we need to find out who this traitor is quick.
Were we in this meeting or no?
You were not in this meeting.
We were not in this meeting.
You've been off on the other side of the continent the island for the last couple months on your assignment.
Gotcha.
And she specially called you back because she trusts you guys.
Pockets appears on the same side of the desk as her, and he's like, "So why are you asking us to do this again?"
She sighs.
I'm not sure we have the right specialties for this kind of investigation.
Finn leans close to you and is just like, "Just go with it, mate."
Is that the accent you're gonna do?
Yeah.
You lean. I'm 2 feet tall.
I lean really close.
I don't even know if you're up to my knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just lean below
Is
the
her
table.
desk
to talk
really
to you.
short because she's a gnome too?
No, her desk is actually really big, and
Oh.
she sits on a big chair.
Oh,
I like
nice.
this woman.
She looks at you and she goes, "I called you in because I trust you, and because there's no possible way for any of you three to be the traitor, because you've been away while the meeting happened."
So you have nobody better.
That's what she's saying, mate.
We appreciate your trust, Captain. Do you have any leads for us?
Yes, as I said, it can only be one of the people in this meeting. I am not the traitor. As I was conducting the meeting, and I'm calling in to investigate the traitor, so that clears me up. But the other people in this meeting were first Tom, who's taking notes.
It's not Tom.
I don't think it's Tom. I really hope it's not Tom.
It can't be Tom.
It can't be Tom.
But investigate him anyways, just in case, just to be sure. But I
Got
hope,
it.
I hope it's not
definitely
Tom.
going to be Tom.
Can I roll an insight as she's reading off these names to us? Can I roll insight to see if she thinks it's one of these people more than anyone else?
Yeah. I'm going to finish reading the names,
Gotcha.
and then
Yeah.
you can roll the insight.
Cool.
Next would be Uni. She's a female gnome. She's one of our best agents, but she's wild. She's a little disobedient, you could say. Borderline insubordinate sometimes.
Don't we all have moments like that?
Not really.
Well, I know you don't.
Sorry.
I know you don't, CERN, but some of us like to, have fun.
I would never have. Not while Acheta's in danger.
Oh, she's intense.
The other people, Holly. Holly was in the meeting as the representative for the training unit. Really don't think it's Holly, but investigate her just in case. She was in the meeting.
Who was Holly to us again?
She is the person that helped train you.
Oh, right.
So she's like your mentor, and she basically acts as like the big sister to everyone in the defense course. Or corps. And the final person is Arad. He is a high elf, and he's the head researcher. He's a bit of a prickly person, but he was in the meeting as well. Those are the suspects that we have, and I want to invite you to go investigate them at their departments or talk to the people around the base. Just figure out a way, do your best to find out who it is. And once you know, bring it to me or confront them. I trust you.
Sounds
Aye,
good.
aye. Oh, aye, big unit.
Aye, pockets.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to roll that insight?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
First roll.
What was the roll? First roll of the podcast.
It was 18.
That's a good way to start the podcast.
Yeah.
Um,
I pre-rolled before we started. I got a natural 1.
It's a good thing it was before we started
True,
then.
true.
Okay,
So I add +4 to it, so it's a 22.
ooh, 22. So with a 22, you know that she suspects it's Uni.
Uni?
That's who she suspects.
Gotcha.
The disobedient one.
The disobedient one, either Uni or Arad.
He was
those
the
are the two-
prickly guy, right?
Yeah, he's the prickly guy. Those are the two that she seemed most like not disappointed in, but the most like this could be it. Versus when she was talking about like Tom and Holly, it was more like they were in the meeting, but it's probably not them. But like, I guess just try.
So wait, there was only like her and 4 other people in this meeting,
Yes.
and then wait, did she tell us why they're all suspected? What happened in the meeting again? That made her
So
think that?
in the meeting, they were discussing several plans and like key places of defense and like moving of troops and units and shipping stuff for the next couple of months. And it was in that like every single one of those plans went wrong.
Okay.
The ships got attacked as they were moving soldiers from one fort to another. The fort that had less soldiers got attacked. Basically like all of the plans went awry. So it's either some absurd coincidence or it's a traitor.
Okay.
And she doesn't want it to be a traitor, but she wants to make sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She looks at you and she says, "Any other questions?"
I think that's it, Captain.
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Sounds great.
I will let you get to it. She salutes
I salute back sharp.
and she
I give her like a 2-finger salute.
it's cool. She grabs a little bell and she rings it really, really loudly. And Tom like opens the door and peeks his head and goes, "Captain, is it all good for me to come back in now?" And she's like, "Yeah, Tom, get back in here. I got more work for you to do." He's like, "Oh, thanks, Captain." He goes over to his little desk in the side and starts doing more paperwork.
Tom is definitely a cold-blooded killer.
Should we talk to him first since he's right here?
No, not
No?
in front of the captain.
No, not in front of the captain. No, but like,
No, we go
should we like
first
pull him
and
to the side?
we investigate others.
Okay, gotcha,
Tom
sounds good.
actually walks up to you. What was your name again?
Finn? Yeah, you
Finn.
can call me Finn.
Actually, as Tom's walking by his desk, he sees you, Finn, and he gives you like a knuckles and he's like, "Yo, Finn, hey, you want to get lunch while you're here? It'd be pretty cool if we could hang out."
I'd be down to get lunch with you, but maybe later. I got stuff to do.
Oh.
And I kind of ruffle his hair.
He looks like a little. He's like taller than you.
Oh, he is taller?
How tall is?
I reach
he's
up
like,
and
he's
rustle
like
his hair.
6'4", but he's just like super lanky. Like like his arms are really, really long.
Is he slouching at all, or is he
No,
like
yeah,
super
he
straight?
slouches a lot. Too.
Okay, so
But
I'll ruffle
he's
his
just like,
hair.
"Hey, yeah, no, that's cool. I've got a lot of work to do. I don't know if I could even do lunch today, anyways. You know.
Well, how about we do dinner or
goodbye.
something?
Oh, dinner? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do dinner.
Let's do it.
We should be done with that later.
Cool. You want to just meet at the mess hall there?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool.
Okay,
See you
let's
later.
do it.
See you later, Finn. He gives
All
you a
right,
fist bump
see ya.
again, and then
Might give him like a 2-finger salute.
he goes back over to the desk and he sits down.
All right. I go to leave the room. I obviously duck for the doorway.
No, the doorway's huge.
Is it 8 feet tall? Huge?
Oh yeah, it's 12 feet tall.
Wow.
Big
Big-
unit. Big
big
unit likes her
doorway.
room big.
I feel like she's compensating for something.
This is my favorite room in the whole facility.
Probably because it's the only door except for the entrance you don't have to duck.
True. Sometimes I have to duck for the portcullises, but
All right, so we walk out.
You walk out. So here's what you would know about the layout of the base. There is a research facility in the basement. That's where a rod would be, and that's where you could probably talk to people that might know a rod a little bit better. You can go out by the training pits again. That's where Holly would be, and that's where, most of the people, everyone knows Holly, but that's where her trainees are, so the people that have interacted with her most recently. And Uni would be in one of the rooms above. The agents all kind of are in one big tower on the side. The secret agents, I'm just calling them agents, but they're like the spies, basically. So they're all in like one side tower when they're not on missions. So you can always go there. But none of you know about, the agents super well.
Finn, CERN.
Yeah, mate.
So we know that Tom is kind of busy helping Big Unit, and Holly's probably busy.
Yeah, she's doing all the training
So
and
maybe
stuff.
we should look into Uni or Irad.
Should we just go down the list and do Uni first?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's hit up Uni. Where's
What's
she
the
at?
talk?
She was an agent, right? So
Oh, she's one of the agents in the tower.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Roleplay.
What do we recall about Uni?
You've never met her.
Never met her.
You've never even heard the name until now.
Big Unit said that she's like a little bit rebellious sometimes. She's gotten in trouble before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So I guess maybe we head to the tower, see if we can find her, ask her a few questions. Who wants to take the lead on asking those questions?
I mean, if you're into intimidation, I can do that. But otherwise, I'm probably not the one to talk.
Well, I mean, we don't know she's guilty, so maybe not.
Yeah, probably not.
You want to give it a shot? I can do it, but it sounds kind of like you have a plan.
You know, you have a really nice voice, Finn. I think I
Why
want
not?
you to
All
do
right,
it.
I can ask the question.
Plus, you're hot.
Excuse me?
Everyone says it.
I have a +10. I don't have a +10 in charisma. I have a 10 in charisma, so like I don't.
You're still hot.
Doesn't change
All
your
right.
physical appearance, Finn.
All right, you know what?
It is gorgeous.
You're an elf. You're an elf boy.
That's true. You know what? All right, listen. This. So,
Pockets cast disguised self on himself to look like a mini Finn.
yes,
And he's just like,
I have fans.
yeah, this
I've got
is
a fan club.
definitely how I try to look when I try to pick up some hotties.
I like it. Cool. Fantastic. All right.
How'd that work on Big Unit?
Pocket doesn't like to talk about that.
This is like a random dude that's walking past.
You know I'm still working on that angle, okay?
You know Captain doesn't fraternize.
Yeah. Anyways.
Let's get going before this gets even weirder. So I just start walking off that way.
All right, lead the way.
All right, cool. So you walk over to the tower. As you approach it, this tower is huge, like probably around 80-ish feet tall. This is a really, really big tower. It's just like, picture like the Rapunzel Tower. It's like no real windows on the sides except for the very, very top. And then it ends in like a, like the point thing. Yeah, it looks a lot like a watchtower, except it's a lot thicker than a watchtower. And there's a big old door on the entrance. You walk right in, open the door, and as you look, you immediately see a spiral staircase that leads up, and there's like a kind of like an open lobby here. Just some couches and like a fireplace. And other than that, there is just other rooms that lead into other doors that lead into just like people's rooms. Like this is like just a residence hall, basically.
Gotcha. Is there like a secretary?
Nope.
So
You do see two people chilling by the fireplace, though. They're just two random human dudes.
they're definitely still looking like miniature Finn.
Okay.
Pockets walks up to them and he goes, "Hey guys,
They turn and look at you and go, "Whoa, what are you? You look like an elf, but you're really small."
you
He's
know,
trying to be hot.
They look at you and they go, "Oh, Cern, it's good. Whoa, didn't see you there, which is surprising because you're really tall."
I dropped the disguise.
Okay, you turn and go, "Oh, it's
Gotcha.
oh, what's the name again? Pocket?
Yeah, Pocket.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I remember.
Is there a
Pocket.
free couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's
All right. I
I
kind of
take
just
the whole
plop down on the couch.
there's several free couches. So, Cern, you
I like pull myself up onto the armrest of the one that they are on,
okay?
and I'm gonna just look at it and be like, "So, do you guys know where Uni is?"
Uni, yeah. She actually just left like 10 minutes ago.
Well, perfect timing.
Did you say where she was going?
No, she kind of leaves like. By the way, it's like probably 3 in the afternoon-ish. Took you like a couple days travel to get here.
Okay.
No, she leaves this place like every day at this time. At least when she's not on a mission. So
Oh, and does anyone know what she's doing?
no.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I've never tried to follow her, and anytime we ask, she kind of gives like, "Oh, just out." That's what she says. She said it like that too. Out. She's kind of weird. But at the same time, she is the one that released a bunch of spiders in our room yesterday.
That's rude.
I know it was her.
Oh,
You know it was
And
her.
he gets a little traumatized look for a second.
That sounds awful.
There's so many of them. It was scary.
So then, do you guys hang out with Uni a lot then?
No, Uni's kind of a loner. She just plays like pranks on people a lot. Kind of mean pranks like spiders. But no, she's kind of just like nobody really likes her. She's a little rude and like I said, she plays a lot of like mean pranks. And then if we try to get her back, she like holds a knife to your throat kind of thing.
Oh.
No, like literally, like she can't take it. She has some issues, probably.
She's got some anger issues for sure.
But I mean, she's the best agent, so it's like we can't like rat. Well, if you rat out on her, then you just get told like, well, are you going to take her place on the missions? And I can't take her place on the missions, so
That does sound frustrating.
it is.
Does she like to drink?
No more than the next dude. But as agents, we're kind of trained against getting drunk, so.
That's true.
Why, are you interested in her?
No, I'm trying to figure out if she's at a tavern.
Ah.
It might be where she gets her intel.
Wait, you guys don't know where she's at?
No, she just left 10 minutes ago. You probably could follow her if you hurry. If you really need to talk to her, she normally comes back around like 5.
Which direction did you say she went?
So you would know in Elephant Run, the fort, the castle kind of thing, is on like a hill, and then everything kind of goes down afterwards. So you just go, oh, she went down like the north path. I mean, she's on the central road.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. And I just
You're welcome.
walk over, high five them.
They high five you back. They're like, oh, Finn's so cool. I love Finn.
Right back at you, mate.
As
No, he was not saying that to you. He was saying that to the dude that's sitting next to him that's just been silent this whole time.
Are you guys like moving towards the exit then?
Yes, I am.
As we're moving, I cast minor illusion. Spiders crawling along.
No, don't do that. No.
As sneakily as I can.
Why would you do
Dude
that?
just screams as loud as he can when he sees the spiders, and it's like as you're walking out the
They're
door.
not like bigger. They're just
No,
like normal
but-
spiders.
He screams, and you see him like running up the stairs.
Are you okay?
You just hear him scream, "Spiders! Ah, spiders!"
Well, we better get out of here before the spiders get us, I guess. I don't know. And he just opens
wait,
up the door and walks out.
Okay. Wait, you guys want to follow her then, or do you want to wait?
Well, she sounds kind of suspicious, and if she's trying to get away right now, we might want someone to tail her. I was also thinking, depending on how time sensitive this is, we could split up.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like she's trying to get away because
It sounds
She does
like
it
she does this pretty frequently.
yeah, she does this every day. So, but if we want to go after her, I'm okay with that.
It's whatever you guys want. I've never done this kind of mission before.
Should we split up? I'm not too stealthy.
Why don't we just go down the road and see if people have seen her?
We could do that. Let's go do that.
I'm okay with that as well.
All right, cool. You just start walking down the main road, down the north path.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll be like, you know what I'm
Don't
about to
do it.
say.
I know exactly what you're going to say. Don't you dare do that.
Aw.
Fine, say it. You can say it. You can
Excuse
say it.
me, sir.
I'm a woman. We can't do that. We can't steal the joke.
I know. If anyone hasn't listened to it already, that's a reference to Sneak Attack. Literally just like every 2 minutes or so, I would ask someone, hey, have you seen Uni? And then I would just give it. We have a description.
Yeah,
right?
you have a description of her.
Can
Okay,
I
and
keep an eye out for her?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. By the way, Dean.
It's a 7.
No, you don't see anyone. Pockets, as you're asking people every 2 minutes. Most of the people, when you say Uni, they're like, who's that? Who's Uni? And then you describe it and they're like, oh yeah, I think I saw someone like that, like just 10 minutes ago. So it seems like you're on the right trail. And as you walk down this north path, eventually you ask one of the people and they're like, oh yeah, I saw her. She ducked into one of the alleyways, actually. It was,
Did you see which one?
that. I'm going to roll a history check to see if he remembers. That one. He points.
no,
he points
you were-
certainly.
You were way too confident.
He points certainly at one of them. He goes, "She walked in that one."
I go, thanks, mate. And I
Yeah, of course.
start walking over to that alleyway.
Okay.
And I'm kicking a rock as I go.
I'm also kicking a rock. It's just like 5 times the size of his.
You're kicking a boulder down the street. You smack
It's like
an
a
unsuspecting
soccer
citizen,
ball-sized
just
rock.
boom.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gonna break ankles.
It was like a
actually.
landscaping rock that was along the way.
Stola started kicking down the road. Anyways, you walk down this alleyway, and it's dim, it's dungy, grungy. Grungy's the word I'm looking for.
Grungy's a word.
It's dirty. It's gross. There's like miscellaneous like barrels and boxes, crates that are all over in the alleyway. And as you walk down, this alleyway opens up into.
Actually, can I roll
Yeah, of course.
for
Anytime you want to
insight?
roll.
Okay,
just
cool.
roll.
I just want to roll an investigation on like the different things inside the alleyway.
Go for it.
I really hope how poorly
19.
I'm rolling.
19. All
Does it
right.
Continue.
You investigate. You're trying to find like secret entrances and secret passageways, and you do. You find a little mini secret passageway that's under one of the crates. And as you like peer into it,
Yeah, I'm gonna
as you
lift up the
you
lid.
peer into it, you see it's like this little crawl space, and it leads into like almost a mini room, and you see a homeless dude sleeping in there.
Sorry, sir.
Can I stand up right in this crawl space?
Yeah.
Like 2 feet?
Yeah.
I definitely just walk down it.
Shaggy
Hello?
homeless dude looks up. He's like, "Oh,
Hello?
what's going on?"
Hey, have you seen a gnome lady?
He's looking for his date.
My what?
Your date.
Oh, my what?
Your date.
Just kidding. I know what you're saying, Finn. Anyways,
He gets me every
she's
time.
not my date. She's about this tall. I give the description.
Yeah. Oh,
For some reason, I picture her having like cyan hair,
What color is that again?
lightning blue kind of.
Sure, she can have that color hair.
Yeah.
It was gonna be black, but cyan sounds cooler. So she's got that now. This homeless dude looks at you and he squints for a second. He goes, "No, I've never seen a person like that ever.
You know, it would really.
But if only I could remember a bit more.
He wants money.
If only I had something that could trigger my memory."
You know, I might have something like that, and I take out like 2 gold.
He looks.
Can this jog your memory? Can I roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, go for it.
That's like half of the money I have.
17 total.
Oh, he goes, "Normally my memory takes a little more to be jogged, but I will see." And he holds out his hand and it's like filthy dirty.
I definitely had.
Okay. He takes the 2 gold and he like holds it up to his head. He's like, oh yeah, that helped a lot.
How does that help?
I was jogging my memory.
Oh.
That helped that, and you know what? That helped a lot.
Oh, and he pockets puts his finger on his nose. Like,
He puts his finger on his nose too. And he's like,
more
"Yeah,
dirt on his nose now.
Yeah. No, his nose is already like filthy. He goes, "Yeah, I do actually know. I do remember her. And you know what? If you give me 50 gold, I can let you into the place that she went into as well." And he turned it's super,
Like straight face?
super straight face, serious.
All right. And I take out 50 gold and I just hand it to him.
All right. He takes the 50 gold. Yeah, we didn't tell you this, David, but you all start with like 400 gold. Because I was never really going to give you any chance to really use it. So
I only have 10 on my character sheet.
well, we'll just say Pockets was the guy that was holding all the money for the party.
All right, sounds good.
He takes the bag and then he like digs around his like dirty blankets. And by the way, David, you cannot you
there's
can't
no
be in this
way.
passageway.
I cannot.
It's like 3 feet tall.
I'm leaning in the alleyway with my head in the entrance.
Okay. You gotta be like laying on
No,
the
yeah,
ground.
sorry, that's what I meant. I'm laying on the ground.
He digs around the blankets and then he reaches down and he finds like what he's looking for and you hear like a and then you see like one of the stone walls on the sides has like rolled upwards and you see a tunnel that leads farther down. And it looks
After the mini passageway?
after the mini
Oh,
passageway.
I was like,
It's-
oh no, are we gonna have to split the party?
It is small, and then it opens up into a big passageway.
Oh, like in the alleyway so
No,
I
no,
can
no,
go
no.
in?
It's
Okay,
in
yeah,
this
that's
little
what I
two-
thought.
It's in this little 3-foot like passageway.
Hey guys, I'll just go
Pockets.
investigate someone else.
Yeah, do you want me to go with you?
You
Because
know-
I can sort of fit in here, but like if I could probably
Just
go
go
with
with
him and
me.
you could go with there.
You
I've
know,
got
I
this.
probably got it, guys. No worries.
Okay,
This
I'll
seems
go
like
with.
a gnomish establishment anyway.
This
Gotcha,
seems
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of shady, actually. I think
I
more
trust
people should
Pockets.
go with you than not.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Oh, all right.
I'll go with you, mate.
Okay.
So I'm gonna crawl out of the crawl space.
Okay, you crawl out of the crawl space, and you're with Cyan.
CERN. Also,
CERN.
if you haven't noticed, my intelligence is an 8.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you split the party. Perfect. We're gonna keep going with Pockets first.
Can we maybe decide who we're going to
Yeah, of
first?
course. Go ahead and decide where you're going to.
Was A-Rod next on the list? That's who we talked about before.
Arid?
A-Rod.
Oh, Rod.
It's
Yeah,
literally
let's go
spelled
to him.
A-Rod, though.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it.
Is it
Where was he?
or AA Rod?
He is one of the. He's the head researcher, so you know he'd probably be in the basement of the fort.
Oh, I don't want to talk to that guy. We talked about going to speak to A-Rod, but I'd rather talk to Tom.
You can do that if you want. I can talk to A Rod.
It's been about like 30 minutes to an hour since you saw Holly, so she might be done with training.
Yeah, we can go speak to Holly.
All right. I'm okay with that.
Let's go do that. So we'll go back up the hill.
All right, cool. You go back up the hill. You start walking up the hill, and we'll resolve that after we resolve Pockets. Pockets.
All right, as soon as like they leave, Pockets like drops his shoulders, and then he gets like almost like a grimace on his face. Takes like some makeup out of his guy.
He's going emo. Pulls his hair down.
Okay.
Full emo pocket.
Activate emo. Pulls his hair down in front on his forehead. Yes, I love that.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, you walk down this dark passageway.
Yeah.
As I said, the entrance is like the same height as this little crawl space, like only 3 feet, but then it immediately opens up to be like, about a 6 to 7 foot like height.
And it's dark.
It is very dark. There is no torches or anything, which you're a deep known.
I have
so,
120. Yeah.
120 dark vision, so you can just see perfectly fine.
I have 120 dark vision too.
Well, you know what? You can just, go pretend you don't.
it's because of my subclass.
You can go pretend you don't.
Says the guy that doesn't want to go in the basement.
Anyways,
I can't get-
you walk down the road, the little mini passageway, and as you walk down, roll me a perception check real quick.
17.
That's still really good. You hear some sounds above you.
Can I distinguish them?
Not really, just some vague, like almost taps.
Like footsteps, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. And if you look up, you see there's a couple people on the ceiling that are like scuttle crawling above you.
People on the ceiling.
Yes.
What kind of?
People on the ceiling wearing like dark robes, like scuttle crawling above you. And when you look up and you meet one of their eyes and they just like freeze and look at you. And then they just freeze and look at you. That's it.
I gave him one finger gun. How's it going?
They just don't say anything. They're still looking at you. That's it. Awkward silence.
Yeah. Literally, he's gonna let an awkward silence, and they're just gonna still.
They just don't move. They just don't move. They're like, their face is covered. They're like got the Arabian kind of thing where it's like covers everything but their
like
eyes.
a bandana.
Yeah, it's like the Arabian thing, like what you would
It's
see.
a schmuck.
Schmuck, like what you would see if like a dude is like about to go through a sandstorm. That's what they're wearing.
Oh, okay. But like all black.
All black,
They're on the ceiling.
and they're on the ceiling.
Are they like gnomish?
No, they're human.
Oh,
Both of them.
big. Oh, because it expanded. Yeah.
Yeah, it expanded.
Okay, Pockets is gonna do the thing where like you keep going and turn and look.
They follow you.
Do they stop every time I look at them?
Yeah.
They're like weeping angels. This is terrifying.
No. They're not like, they don't, like, you see them like move a little bit, but then once they see you're looking at them, they stop moving.
Okay.
You just keep walking?
I'm going to be like, it is just so dark in here. And I'm going to cast color spray.
Okay.
Here's a little bit of light, and I cast color spray. And then right after color spray, I want to cast mislead. You become invisible at the same time.
Oh, I remember this spell. Never mind.
An illusory double appears. Basically, for an hour, I got this double. So if you'll let me do that,
Yeah.
I wanted to try to blind them so they don't.
Okay, so do I need to roll something for color spray?
I think I might roll. How many of them are there?
Just 2.
Okay, I roll 60-10.
Oh, is that like the HP of the people that you
Yeah.
blind? Oh.
39.
So that's the amount of hit points you can blind?
Yeah.
Okay, you spray the color spray at them and neither of them are blind.
Okay, but I really just wanted to use it as like a splash grenade.
It worked. Like their eyes have been like adapted to this darkness. So when this color spray comes out, they're not like, they don't have the blind condition, but it's like a flashbang enough that
That's all I was using it.
they got
yeah.
distracted by it for sure.
It's a really
Okay.
cool way of using that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to cast.
Yeah, you're mislead.
Yeah. So I'm invisible.
Yeah.
So when I do that, I jump to the side, sit down,
Okay.
cast mislead, and then make my double go where I was.
Okay. Yeah,
And
they don't do anything. They don't respond. But at this point, because you've walked a little farther down, you see some lights at the end of the tunnel. And they're like, it's not like a white light, like you're not going to heaven or anything. It's like neon lights, almost like a dance floor.
Okay, so I can control my illusion like it's me.
Yeah. Okay. So you control this illusion.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you in a yeah.
Okay. And you just make your illusion walk down the passageway?
Mm-hmm.
All right, your illusion keeps walking down the passageway, and the dudes keep following it. But as you round the last, 50 feet of this tunnel, it goes around a corner, and you see where those lights are coming from. You see this massive den, massive room. There are flashing lights of all colors, reds, blues, yellows, greens, all over the place. And other than these flashing lights, there's like no real source of light. It's just these sporadic flashing lights. If someone had epilepsy and they came down here, they would die immediately. There are a lot of tables.
I'm used to a lot of light.
Okay. There are a lot
because you have me in your life.
I just cast color spray.
There are a lot of tables, and there are people sitting around all of these tables, and you see they are all gambling. And there's like music, like a beat track, like playing in the background, and there's like a DJ, but like the dude is just like beatboxing, and he's using like a spell to make his mouth the sound.
Yo,
Nice.
he has a spell for talk boxing?
Yes.
Right.
As you walk in, you see there is a woman wearing some somewhat revealing clothing she waves at you and she goes, "Hey, handsome."
Please call this place Prestidigitation Station.
No. No. The woman just waves at you and she goes, "Hey, handsome, are you here to gamble?"
Yeah,
"Yeah, right this way." And she leans up. "Can they touch this illusion?"
it is an illusion. He's definitely when they try and
She
touch him,
tries to walk up and
he's
tries
gonna
to
be like, he's gonna be like, no touch.
She's like, "Oh, okay,
Sorry.
maybe later though." And then
you're not my type.
Oh, okay. She starts walking away and she says, follow me. She leads you over to a table and there's like a bunch of gambling chips. And she's like, "How much you gambling? Trade out for chips. 1 gold, 1 chip."
Is there a minimum?
I mean, you paid 50 gold to get here. So normally people pay more than 50 gold, at least to get back to the entrance fee. Big spenders here. That's not the woman. That's me.
I I'm gonna take the opportunity to look around when she says that. Like
Okay.
I'm looking at the big spenders. I'm gonna see if Uni's there. Can I see her?
You do see her. She is actually sitting at the table that is like on a raised platform.
Oh, no.
And there are
I'm gonna have
tons
to
of
gamble
chips.
to make my way down.
There are tons of chips all around her. And there are like a couple other dudes at the table. They're actually all gnomes at the table. And like they look suspicious. They've got like, this classic scar over the eye that like makes him look like a gangster. And then like one of them's got like an eye patch and is bald. It's like, picture like a classic like bandit look. That's what the people are sitting at this table look like.
Okay.
Except for Uni. And there's 3 other dudes. And Uni is the one that's winning. She's got a ton of chips in front of her, but she's also got a lot of chips next to her, as in like these are her chips that she can add into the pot if she wants. Does that make
Yeah. Is there a bathroom?
No.
I just, had a little bit to drink before coming in here, and I really need to go. Is there an area somewhere?
She like looks at you for a second and is like, yeah, I guess follow me. I'll lead you to a place. She leads you over to like a door that says like employee only. She's like, come in here just real quick. She like ducks in and she's like, there's a bathroom. Go ahead.
Hey, this might be a while.
Okay.
And I'm holding my stomach like,
Okay. She roll a deception check.
Oh. 8.
It does not beat her insight. She just looks at you and she goes, you've got 10 minutes.
okay. How far did I walk to get into
Like
here?
a minute walk. That's it.
Okay. Does she shut the door?
Yeah. I mean, it's a bathroom.
Okay. The door is shut. I'm going to use my bonus action to return to my invisible form.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk down the hallway.
Okay.
Let me double check to see if I can cast this spell.
Most invisibility, unless it's greater invisibility. If you cast a spell, your invisibility ends.
Gordon, you're the only one who's rolled
Yeah.
well.
So I know I have about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And so invisibly, I would like to walk up to the table and drop.
Okay. The table Uni's at.
Yeah.
Okay. Uni is actually talking at that time, and you walk in the middle of a conversation and you hear her just say, I told you, I'm lucky today. It's my lucky day. And she pulls out like a rabbit's foot and she like rubs it. It's like, I got a lot of money from my last job. So this is definitely I'm winning lots today. And the other guys are all just like, yeah, whatever, Uni. We're going to win it back. You always lose in the end. And Uni's like, no, not today. Not today. I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to walk away with a pot. I'm going to curb the greed. Walk away after I've quadrupled my money this time. That's all, just quadruple. And the other guys are like, Uni, you need some help. But you get us a lot of money every time you come, so just keep coming, don't get help. And Uni's like, and she shoots like finger guns at him. And they keep talking like that. And then the next hand comes out and they get like really serious. They're playing like poker. They get like really serious. And like they're all trying to hold like their poker faces. But Uni has a horrible poker face. You're invisible, so you can like, I'm assuming you're standing like next to her.
Yeah, I'm trying to see her.
You see her cards. Her cards are like a 2 and a 4. And the moment like you look at her, her face is like, oh.
Does she have a bag or anything?
Yeah. She's got like a satchel.
Would she
over
have
her.
it?
And it's just like a satchel. That's probably all. She doesn't have like a big bag.
Okay. I want to try and take it.
Okay.
That wouldn't take my invisibility, would it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Is this satchel like? How's it hanging? Like, is it like where I could
over
just
the one
lift
shoulder?
It?
If you grab the strap and like lift it right over her head, you could probably.
Oh, it's over her. I thought it was on her chair.
No. This is like her. Actually, she's sitting down. So yeah, probably is just like sitting right next to her.
Like it's on the ground next to her chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything on the ground I could toss at a pile of their gambling?
No, it's kept pretty clean unless you try to steal a chip and throw another chip at him.
Okay. Right when something I'm okay, and I'm keeping track of the 10 minutes.
We'll say you're at like 5 minutes.
Okay, right when something bigger happens at the end, I'm gonna try and snag a chip into the palm of my hand so it's invisible.
We'll say,
Is it sleight of hand?
yeah,
or-
roll a sleight of hand. We'll say like at about 8 minutes, a dude at a table right next to them, like wins and gets a huge pot and goes like, yeah, and like throws his arms up and a couple chips fall off the table.
Okay, I definitely grab one.
Okay, go ahead and roll
wait.
sleight of hand.
Wait, chips are falling off the table already?
Like one or two, and he quickly
Oh,
like leans down and is trying to
okay.
grab them.
I grab one as fast as I can.
Roll sleight of hand, and we'll find out if you can grab it
Okay,
fast
let's
enough.
see if I can grab this chip. I rolled a 19.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, my dex is 2. Roll a natural 20.
I rolled a nat 20 on my perception.
Okay, well, it goes
Oh.
invisible.
It goes invisible. You grab it, but the dude was grabbing it at the same time as you.
Dang it.
And so
I wouldn't go
he-
for the one he's going for.
He's just grabbing them too fast.
Oh, dang it.
And so he grabs it as you grab it. I'm going to say you get it still. You get it out of his hand, but he is going to grab your hand.
What?
Well, I rolled
this
a
is
nat
for his
20.
perception check?
This is like him grabbing.
Oh, how fast he grabbed it?
Yeah. And so I'm going to say you reach down to grab it. You get your hand around it. And then he was already reaching down to grab it. So he ends up just grabbing your hand. I'm not going to make him hold you or anything. Like you pull out like immediately.
Oh, okay.
But like he's touched you at this point and he's like, what's going Hey, there's something invisible over here. What's going on?
I'm going to swipe my arm across the table. That's not an attack, right?
It's not an attack. I won't make it an attack. You're just scattering stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You just hit the chips and they go scattering everywhere. And he just gets loud at this one. Hey, there's an invisible dude over here. He's stealing from me. And everyone in this gambling hall is turning and looking at him now. And
Okay.
he doesn't know where you are, but he's like, over here somewhere. Get the cards.
Okay, I want to back out. And I want to try and grab the bag and go. Will the bag turn invisible?
Yeah, if it's on your person, yeah.
Okay.
Roll a sleight of hand to grab it. Because at this point, Uni, before I would have made you roll like a stealth. You roll a stealth, actually. That makes more sense than
I
sleight of
don't
hand.
like your natural 20.
I'm sorry. I used my good die. My die that always only rolls like nat 20s or
It's
crit
a
fails.
stealth,
Yeah,
you say?
roll stealth to grab
Like
it
a-
with advantage because you're invisible. But I'm just the DC is going to be a little bit higher because now Uni is on guard.
Okay. So that is a 22.
Oh, that beats my 18.
Okay, I grab her bag then?
You grab her bag, the bag turns invisible, but she's going to notice pretty soon.
Yeah,
I
I'm
won't make
going-
her notice immediately, but she's going to notice pretty soon.
I'm going to start moving towards the bathroom.
Oh. Okay. You start running over towards the bathroom. Roll just a dexterity saving throw for me. Just a general dexterity saving throw because chaos
Okay,
chaos
chaos.
is happening right now, and so I just want to know if you're
Is
going to
this
get
like-
hit. Just a dexterity saving throw.
Is it stealth or acrobatics or
saving throw?
oh,
think
a
s-
saving throw?
A saving throw. Yeah,
This is
dexterity-
like darting through lakes, right?
Yeah, this is like you are trying to
Ugh.
avoid like the elbows that are going.
and not
flying at everyone.
advantage or anything.
No. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you can have advantage because you're invisible. So no one knows where you are.
Yeah.
No one's like aiming for
Oh.
you.
The first one
Wow.
was a 6. This one's a 19. So it's plus.
Luck of the roll.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to get to the bathroom.
Okay.
Like elbows. There's one time where like an elbow is right over your head and you like matrix like.
It's 2 feet off the ground.
It was another gnome. It was another.
Okay. No one's by the bathroom.
The woman is, but she's too distracted. She's looking.
Okay,
at
I'm
the-
going to open the door.
Okay. You open the door and you.
I'm going to. How big is her bag?
It's like a satchel, so just like a regular size satchel. And she's
I'm
a
gonna-
gnome, so it's like
I'm going to sneak into the door,
okay,
put it under my cloak, behind,
okay.
and then end my
You spell?
my spell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk out and be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
She looks down at you and she's like, oh, God, apparently there's something that's invisible in here.
Prestidigitation on my face to make it look like I have thrown up.
Okay.
You can do smells too with that spell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, definitely smells as well.
All right. So she looks at you and like, she doubted. She didn't think you were sick. And then she smells. She's like, ugh, ugh. And she gets like a grossed out face. And then she's like, ugh, I think you might need to leave. But there's some invisibility shenanigans going on in there.
Yeah, this place is too exciting for me right now.
She goes, okay, yeah, you get home, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was a waste of your 50 gold, though.
Yeah.
She,
My mom is not gonna let me off the hook for this one.
She laughs a little. She's like, and she looks at you and is like, wait, are you serious? Like, what?
I mean, yeah, I live with my mom.
How old are you? This is her asking.
I'm 100 years old.
She gives you a look and it's just like, 100 years old, still living at home with your mom? Boy, get a job.
I know. And he does his best to look ashamed. And he's gonna like hold his stomach
she
and be
has
like,
completely changed her personality at this point. Like when you first walked in, she was like, "Oh, a patron, I can maybe like get some money, tips." But now, like she knows you're like a poor dude and like lives with his mom. She's like, she looks at you like you're scum, and she like kind of like grabs you by the scruff of your neck and kind of like drags you to the door almost.
"Oh,
And like
okay."
throws you
I'll
into
be
the
like,
tunnel.
"I'm
It's like,
going.
get out of
I'm
here.
going.
Get out of
Okay.
here."
Okay. Bye."
She just shakes her head and walks away. And immediately walks up to like another customer's like, "Oh, I'm so scared," and like throws herself up against him.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna walk out then.
All right, you walk out. And we're gonna switch over.
Mission impossible complete.
do 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 do. Yeah,
I
okay.
like that spell.
It's an OP spell.
Yeah, it's a
that is
level
a cool
5
spell.
spell.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna quickly switch over to the group going to A-Rod. We're gonna say you've reached there and you walk down
On the way.
research.
We're gonna go to Holly.
Oh, you're Holly. Dang it.
And then on
Okay.
the way, like before we get there. So, Finn,
Yeah, mate.
we like Holly, right?
We do like Holly. Yeah, she's pretty great.
So we're about to ask her if she's a traitor, right?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna ask when we get there. You know, want to play it by ear.
But won't she be mad?
She might be, but that's up to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be all good. And I kind of like pat your shoulder. It's like really tall for me, so I'm like reaching up. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm only like 2 feet taller than you, so.
yeah. So I can
It's
reach
all
a
good.
shoulder, okay. But yeah, I pat you on the shoulder and I just keep walking.
All right. At that point, you show up at the training pits and you see Holly holding a real sword, pointing it down at one of the trainees. And she looks like dead serious. And she goes, "Told you. If you do that again, I was going to kill you." And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Dang it.
Hey, you had like 20 minutes.
No, I'm talking about Holly.
Thank you so much for listening to this bonus episode of Channel Divinity. I'm your DM, Trent, and going around the table, we have...
Gordon.
David.
And Dean.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
Keep tuning in.